It's a brand new week and welcome to the PMXtra Gossip Room. Here, we say it how it is and we provide you with every little detail you missed. Are you ready to dive into matters? Because last week in Big Mama's house, it was too hot to handle. And today, we are handling the hot matters with Pablo and Tessie. Hi Pablo, hi Tessie.
Hi Grace, hi Tessie. Tessie, welcome back. It's been a while.
Hi guys, I missed you guys.
She's here. She missed us, but she's eating the top choco alone.
Alone,
Do you
yeah.
think she missed us?
Such is life now.
She didn't.
I did.
How was your
I brought you
weekend?
guys one.
For me, this is the best weekend I've had since the show started. I really enjoy it.
I mean, like, you like the feedback.
Like, everything, like.
You see when we spoke some for their faves, yeah.
Big ups to 7. I love that nigga. So wherever you are, 7. Yeah.
His character is just like yours, so you like him.
Oh yeah. I like him.
You like people that talk too much.
I don't talk too much, but I say it as it is, devoid of who I support or where I stand. Yeah.
Okay, let's just dive right into matters. Let's talk about Big Mama's twist.
You know, one thing I like about this show is that there's a whole lot of storylines, and this twist brought some kind of the genuine things we want to see in terms of the shade, the original pairs and all that. Because this twist really brought things out, made us see that it's your ship shipping, or you are just hanging in the air or something. Understand? I'm speaking in terms of the Condon shape. You can see the Van Rissa shape. Like these two shapes, there was a little bit. They were shaking a little bit, even Jackie at some point. Yeah, so the twist really helped. Yeah,
because like the original shapes, which is the Condon and then Van Rissa and then the Jackie shape, it's like you didn't trust their connection.
Yeah,
and you feel this new twist like strengthen their bond.
Yeah, even Bogdan as well. Yeah, because you can see that Bogdan, this like during the week he was really feeling it, like Charlie.
Yeah.
I need to control my temper with my woman and all that. Exactly. Like yeah, so I think it serves as a learning curve to most of the guys and the ladies who are in the ship on the show. Yeah.
So you
personally,
don't think it has changed? You don't think Big Mama's twist has changed?
No, it hasn't. For me personally, I love Big Mama's twist. Okay, because I felt just like Pablo said, it's a learning phase to strengthen the bond they had. If you are unsure of your partner, I believe this twist had to happen for you to, come to a self-actualization if this person is who you actually want to like
be with,
have a long-term bond with. And we could attest to that with Condon and then Van Rissa and then Bogdan and then Naya.
Yeah. With
Bogdan and Naya, I was very happy that she had to pair with someone else. And I believe with Big Mama's new pair, Bogdan has learned that he needs to control his temper and his emotions when it comes to his woman. Yeah. And I mean to all the other shapes as well.
And also the act of service.
Exactly.
In Bogdan's shape, Naya was enjoying the act of service from Blanco more.
Blanco.
More, yeah. So I think at a point, like at the kitchen area, Naya would make gestures for Bogdan to see that she's enjoying the act of service Blanco is giving, and Bogdan would be like, "Master, don't be holding my woman and all that."
But don't you think if Naya loves acts of service, she should let Bogdan know that, baby, maybe I like it if you treat me like this, or it feels better when you treat me like that, instead of her holding it up and then taking everything.
Honestly, I was shocked when she said those things in the diary session. I thought you made your choice, so I think you know who the person is and you went for him. So because we were enjoying this act of service in the first 3 days of the show from Oheneba, but you made your decision to be with Bogdan, and Bogdan seems like he's not that kind of person. Understand? He's more of a he's a street kind of man to be with. Yeah.
But the question is, did she tell?
Exactly. You should tell him that, babe.
She hasn't, but I think that's one of her love language. act of service because she really enjoyed the act of service from Blanco. She
Me
really,
too,
really,
I love acts of
she really, really
service. Whereas me,
enjoyed.
almost all
Every
the
lady likes it.
what is it, Oheneba and then
Irama, yeah.
Irama. It seems Irama loves words of affirmation.
There was always she
Yeah.
wants the guy to
you know,
reassure her and
yeah.
all that too.
So I mean, if that is what she wants, she should just let the guy know that she loves acts of service, so he can do better.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that going for it, she has to do that too.
Let's talk about the situationship between Ja, Oheneba, and Bogdan. What is the root of their issue and tension between them? What do you think caused the
So
tension between the
let me
three
separate
guys?
it into two. For Ja and Bogdan, the root, like their problem is called Cinderella, because the Cinderella is the root cause of their problem, or the beginning of their problem.
What's
What's
Cinderella?
the Cinderella?
Okay, so Bogdan called Ja at a point, maybe during one of their games or the taxes, that Ja is a Cinderella. On Saturday when he said that, I found it very funny, but on the sober reflection, I noticed that no, it's unoffensive because you can't call a full-grown man a Cinderella.
What is that supposed to mean?
Meaning
Is
that,
it a street word?
you know, it's not a street word. It's
Like he's a
it's
lady?
trying to make it say, hey, he acts like a lady, and
No,
he's a
it's
child.
street word because I've not heard Cinderella.
I've not heard it before until Saturday, so I kind of understand where Ja took offense from. Yeah, so it makes sense to me. But he himself made it. He said that, oh, would the shoes fit, let the person wear. So clearly he was referring to Ja to be a Cinderella. So that's their
Don't
like,
you
the
think it's
genesis of their
because of
problem.
Naya?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
No, I don't think so. But for the Oheneba and Bogdan own, that's where I feel like it's one-sided because, okay, Oheneba said that he was wrong because he took certain things he was saying out of context, and you could have approached him to have conversation and all that. So it was one-sided. And like Oheneba was making it seem like because of a Rama issue, like a Rama Van Dyke issue, that's why Bogdan was having issues with her. But clearly it's the same Bogdan who advised Van Dyke to move on from Irama, because Irama has made a decision, because at a point Bogdan was even tired of the whole situation and don't want him to involve himself again. So I think that it was one-sided, and clearly, like, if he makes side comments and sideways like talks and all that, it's part of it. For the father, if you are taking offense, you are the one to approach him to have conversation with that guy. So he took like he was wrong on that. So I think that on the Bogdan and Oheneba one, it was one-sided. It was one-sided beef. Yeah, because Oheneba was taking things out of context. For me, that's what I think.
So do you
Jesse,
think
what do
it
you
was?
think?
There's nothing really to say about that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because to me, I feel with Oheneba and Bogdan, I feel they both see each other as their competition in the house. Even if they don't say it, it seems Bogdan sees Oheneba as a threat, and Oheneba too sees him to be a threat. And you know, if you're in a competition with someone and you see him as a threat, definitely, whether there's a reason for, you know, the weird way you act towards him or her, you might not say it, but then in your instinct, because we are all human, it's a competition. They are there to win a prize, okay? In as much as they are there to find love, everyone wants to win. Everyone is there to win. Everyone is there so that at the end of the day they will be called the winner, okay? And if I'm in a competition with you and I feel you are my threat, you are a threat to me, definitely I'll feel weird towards you. Even if we do, you know, little games in the house and then you win something, I feel like, nah.
No.
I don't think they both see themselves as a threat.
No, they do see themselves as a
They
threat.
do. It's a competition. They do.
I mean, when I look at them in the house, they have different.
No, see, it's a competition. See,
it's a competition.
You see, if you're in a competition with someone and you feel like they have a higher chance of winning,
it's a competition. But here's the
feel
case:
that
when
kind
you
of way
look at
towards
the
the
dynamics
person.
in the house, I think Oheneba has won most of the. When you say compared to the both of them,
Taxes.
I mean, like when it comes to, even if he's not won like high, but he's gone to at that point than Bogdan.
it's a competition.
No, I
I don't think he see. There's just some misunderstanding between guys, but it doesn't.
No,
I don't think it has anything to do with the competition.
I agree with you on the point that they see themselves to be a competition, you understand? Yeah, that one is true. But the thing is, if you see a person as a competition, must you take everything you do out of context? No. If he says something you don't understand, you approach the person to have conversation with the person. Clearly, you don't need to be friends, but you can coexist. You can have cordial relationship without, but necessarily not need to be friends. You understand? So I'm glad that he took accountability on that. Oh, he was wrong and all that. And I like that thing about Oheneba.
So do you think that, let's say because of what you're talking about, do you think about the boys, like the boys, what's happening between them? Do you think it was right for Ja to call him Fulani?
To call
Bogdan a Fulani, even though he's apologized, right? But still, do you think it's...
I think it was an unfortunate statement to make, because considering we Ghanaians, how we take this tribal issues very serious, understand? It was very, very unfortunate for him to make that statement, and I don't really want to dwell much on that.
But do you think, so you think the statement
is the Fulani like, in the spur of the moment, you just said it out of anger.
You see, clearly you can see that.
You just said it out of anger.
And he apologized. Yeah, he did apologize, but is Fulani the Fulani way? Is it a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing.
I thought it's a name that they used to describe some people.
A particular set of people. But if he sees, like, if he finds it offensive, you just have to apologize.
Right.
And on Saturday, he apologized, so I think they did the issue. And you know, one thing about men is they don't take things to heart like that. Do you understand? Once you say sorry, boys, they are good.
But from the Bogdan and this one, like I think it's tit for tat. You call me Silera and I call you Fulani. But
exactly.
Yeah, so it's they have squashed it.
Van Dyke and Larissa. Do you think it was harsh for Van Dyke to ask Larissa to not have conversations with anyone in Big Mama's house?
I think Van Dyke is clearly vindicated on Saturday due to the videos they played. Me, when I was watching, I thought Van Dyke's scolding Larissa about the friendship, he was referring to Rama, but no, it was Lily that he was referring to. And from the message Van Dyke was saying, it was clear and he was right, but his mannerism was wrong. Understand? And his tone he was using to speak was wrong. You don't speak to a lady like that. You get it? You can approach. Yeah, you can clearly speak to her in a calm manner.
Way.
Understand? Where the message will be carried out exactly. There's no necessity for you to be shouting and
he was so aggressive, and it sounded like whatever he was trying to tell Larissa was turn on something, like something that even we the viewers don't even know. Because it seems most things that happen in the house, viewers are not even aware of.
If you realize the way the guy talks, he's kind of like he's not a slow kind of person.
No, but Van Dyke is rather quite calm.
He's not the slow kind of person. And the way he talks, that's the way he always talks in the house. And the way he talked with the girl, that's how he talks.
No, you can speak calmly as well.
Pablo, do you know one thing I realized about Van Dyke in terms of having the conversation with Larissa? I feel it has to do with the right words he was supposed to use. And
but he was using the right words.
No.
But just that his gestures weren't
on Saturday's live eviction, per the explanation he was trying to give to AJ, when AJ asked him about how he spoke to Larissa concerning her not having conversations with other housemates in the house, his explanation was clearer than how he approached Larissa and how he went about with the entire situation.
No, he didn't explain the whole thing to Larissa. He was just telling him as a don't.
No, he was giving. No, it's not about him. He was giving reasons why. On Saturday live eviction, he was giving reasons why he was asking Larissa.
But he didn't give reasons when he was telling Larissa.
Since Larissa is,
he was just telling his
girlfriend. Larissa is your girlfriend, okay? You should have been able to tell Larissa the reason why you are telling her that.
No,
for her to understand
you
of the moment. And get where you are coming from.
Okay, he has a reason.
I'm confused at what Grace is saying.
Because of what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that
how he talked to the lady.
No, what I'm trying to say
when he told him that, when he told the lady that do not talk to the people in the house.
He said don't make friends like accepting people.
So what he is trying to is like you might get into trouble. And to avoid trouble, do not talk to people. If you want to talk, he went ahead to say that if you want someone to play with, come to me. If you want someone to talk to, come to me. I feel like this is even
the best
thing.
Advice.
It's the best thing. It's like for
I'm not
Larissa to
disputing
even
the
be
fact
with,
that the advice he was trying to give Larissa wasn't right, or he made a mistake with, trying to tell Larissa how she should move in the house. But what I'm talking about is, if I am your girlfriend, okay, you are in a relationship with me, and you want to, stand me away from talking to certain group of people, I believe you should be able to tell me the reason why. Because how he approached the whole situation, like, it took Larissa off guard. She was even confused. She even asked him that, what's going on? Do you understand? Because if you can't tell your woman, then who else can you tell?
Okay, so you are saying that.
So what I'm saying is, on Saturday, exactly, it was on Saturday that he made it clear to Larissa herself. Because if you don't, I say there is fire here. If I put my hand in the fire to burn me. You are not telling me there is fire here. You are telling me don't put your hand. Don't put your hand. Don't put your hand. Don't put your hand. It will sound weird to me because I'm not saying what should, prevent me from putting my hand there. Do you understand? So since you are you are in an enclosed space, okay? And she feels like they've been paired with other people, and Big Mama has told them not to talk to their original partners for more than 10 minutes. So if Big Mama has told me not to talk to my partner more than 10, it's not everything that I can tell the partner like up front within that 10 minutes, because you have 10 minutes like a day to talk to your partner. So what he should have done was tell Larissa the reason why. Do you understand? Tell her the reason why. You don't wait for her to come and find out, because she felt bad. It was on Saturday.
I don't think she also asked what's the reason.
Are we watching
why?
the same show?
Because I think the same Larissa.
No, it's the same thing. I mean, she
said that. The same Larissa on Saturday said that when she wanted to go and speak to Irama, she came to ask Van Dyke that, can I speak to Irama?
Who do you think deserves to win the Thursday task?
For me, I think Van Larissa deserves to win. Even if not to win, yeah, they should. Van Dyke and Akorfa. Van Dyke and Akorfa, they deserve to win.
They did so well, huh?
Yeah, because the judges clearly stated they need coordination and all that. But the dance that the housemates performed, only them had the coordination. I can see.
Now, before that, what did Big Mama say she was looking out for? Comedy.
Yeah.
What else?
Feel the connection between you and your partner.
And coordination as well.
And when it came to the comedy, they did it. Comedy, how many? Looking at all the dancers.
But the comedy, Blanco and Naya did well.
The comedy.
Yeah, I think that's what.
I think Kiki and Perry also did well when it came to comedy.
Yeah.
And the
Van and Akorfa, Kiki and Perry, and then Bog.
No.
Oh.
I know. What's the one that
Blanco and Naya.
Blanco and Naya. Yes, Blanco and Naya. I don't know what I'm saying.
To me, I felt like the three pairs deserve, the first, second, third. Blanco, Naya, Akorfa, and
Akorfa and Van Dyke were in.
They were not part of
top 3.
Yes.
They were not part of the
and
top
I didn't
3.
understand. Honestly, I didn't understand. Probably the judges should come and explain what they were looking for.
Jai and Irama brought a different thing, and I like their dance, to be honest. Like
the salsa.
The salsa. They bring a different dynamics, because that's also a dance.
Nobody did the salsa.
Yeah,
which was
they were the only
one.
So
their own was unique. Yeah. So I feel like they also deserve a spot in the top 3.
So it was difficult. It was difficult. So you were judged. What would you have done?
Terry and Kiki also deserves, because for me, I feel like they even deserve to win.
You see, it's not easy to be a judge.
It's not easy. So they should have expanded to be a top 4 or something. And
they should have added 4th place.
Yeah, so that Van and Akorfa could have been inside there. Yeah. But
anyway,
Blanco and I deserve it anyways.
Yeah.
Yes. To me, I feel Blanco and Naya deserved it, because the compatibility.
Yeah, it was there. Yeah.
It had comedy. The dance even had drama.
Yes,
and they coordinated so. Come on, they deserved it. Honestly.
HOH.
Look, Okay. Do you think Perry made a good move by not choosing condom for the private?
Now
room?
let me even ask you this question, Grace. If it was you, would you
If
allow
it is to be
your
you,
woman?
if it is to be you, would you allow your
man be in the same room with a man that you know
It
that
cannot happen.
you know that is interested
Laws
in your
of our
woman?
land.
So you all have trust issues. So I would dissent
Wait.
here. You all have trust issues.
This is not
This
about
is-
trust
this is not about
issues.
No, this is a point. That's why I feel like Perry lost the scheme or something, because this is where you could have tested condom
No.
trust.
No, he doesn't
Understand?
want to risk it.
No, there's nothing like risk.
No, it's
risking.
good. No, listen, this is
is
a
a
man.
man.
We are
Relax.
enclosed.
See,
We are
this
enclosed.
is a man who has
Listen.
proven to you time without number that he's interested in your woman.
It doesn't
and
matter.
then you give them a room
It doesn't matter.
to sleep together on the same bed, bro.
So
Bro.
you are saying that he should have
So
trusted the lady.
if I'm in Perry's shoe, I would have placed condom and 7 in a room, maybe the
You
guest room
can
or
trust
something.
your woman, but can you trust the other man?
You understand?
No.
This is why you put her into test. She can.
What test?
So,
Please, he's
see,
not ready for any test.
Certain
It's as
tests
simple
they
as
are
that.
not needed, honestly.
It's
You can trust condom, but can you trust 7 to not try anything funny with Ellen?
so the thing is, there are cameras there. He won't try anything fun. That guy is a
Exactly.
smart guy.
He's a
You understand?
smart guy.
But the thing is, this is where you put condom into test, because you have moved funny in the house.
So he's not
So-
in the room with them. How would he know then?
He'll definitely not do anything. He won't.
No, but
if I
hold
catch
on,
you and I say no,
There's no way
Won't I
7 will force condom into
No, he
doing
won't do that.
anything.
It's
That
not
is
even
one.
about forcing.
And secondly, it
It's
will
not even
be,
about
for
forcing.
instance, if I like someone, there's no way I will look at another man. We can be on the same bed, we can sleep on the same bed, but there's no way.
Perry is just being
you-
a boyfriend. He doesn't want to put a man that likes his woman in the same room.
Now I am coming to
That's
that.
good.
Now back
He's
to
having trust
Perry's
issues.
own too. It's just that I don't want to involve my lady in any kind of. And she was touching me and she was doing this. He just wants to avoid any kind of brouhaha, and that's how.
I disagree though.
So
I
you
feel
think
like
you should have tested?
You
Yeah.
that be your agenda, boy. I know
no,
you
it's not about
disagree.
gender, but
You is
it's
agenda.
it's part of strengthening your bond. Your
Now
Let's
let's
talk
talk
about
about
strengthening bond about
Now
this.
let's talk about the letter. The letter that Akorfa wrote to Perry.
Akorfa.
You never saw the letter. Oh.
In the court of public opinion, we deal with perception and iota of evidence. But in the court of competent jurisdiction, the evidence is the rule of the game. Understand? So the public opinion already have a perception about Akorfa that maybe she lies a lot. Understand? And she's a manipulative in a way.
You said the public already know that. Are you talking about the housemaid that already know that Akorfa is a lie? Because I think the public knows her not to lie.
So the public,
Know her not to be a liar.
So this public
Yes.
is the house. No, the house no, because when the letter situation came and they were having that meeting at the kitchen, they all said that the girl lies.
That is the housemaid.
Yeah,
The
so-
public always.
so the public-
don't say. They say
No.
if anything, Akorfa will not lie.
So the public opinion I'm talking about is the house, the other housemaid.
Okay.
You understand?
All right. Go ahead then.
Not the
So
viewers.
so the court of public opinion
Now, wow.
is they deal with perception and the iota of evidence. You understand? But court of competent jurisdiction is the evidence is the rule of the game. Now, Perry, everyone can have it or a say, like Kiki said, and everything they said about Akorfa is true. She wrote the letter. You understand? So where is the letter? That's my problem. My problem is, where is the letter? You had the letter. You have the evidence in your hand. At least you could have showed to one. If you can't show it to anybody, you could have showed it to Oheneba, because it seems that Perry trusts Oheneba more than any other person in the house. You understand? You had the letter in your hand. At least show it to him, so that he can know that this is what the letter entails, or the details of the letter. But now the girl is denying. Still, I know that even when she goes on maybe interviews and everything, she will still deny that she didn't write the letter. Because where is the letter?
So if she didn't write a letter, how come She was asking Kiki.
I'm not saying she didn't write to me. I'm talking about why Perry didn't provide the letter.
No.
Clearly, she
and
wrote
what
the
I'm
letter.
also trying to see, she wrote the letter. So even if the letter isn't there in person to justify the fact that she wrote a letter, we've had 3 housemates, 3 different housemates confirm that Akorfa herself
Told them
about the letter. So if you didn't write a letter or there was no letter, there would be no way Akorfa would have told these 3 housemates, because she first asked Kiki, has Perry showed you any letter? Because it felt like she wanted to be in the clear. Okay,
Yeah.
she wanted to be in the clear and know that the guy hasn't shown, but the housemates weren't smart on that one. I wish Kiki had told Akorfa, yes, I have seen the letter.
But Kiki was confused because she didn't know.
Do you understand? Even if
Understand?
Kiki,
at the beginning,
no,
I thought
she
saw the
know
letter.
what
Yeah.
else Akorfa would have said, she should have told her that, oh yes, I've seen the letter. Do you understand?
I don't think at the beginning. I don't think she wanted to involve.
And she
herself
also
into
told
it.
Larissa
Yeah.
about the letter.
I think that's where.
And then she told Van Dyke too about the letter. And then on stage when AJ asked about the letter, Van Dyke lied to protect her image until
the video was
a
played.
video was played. And then now Van Dyke looks stupid. So now he had to.
He has to find a way to save himself. And I agree with the letter was written by me. Now the another point of this discussion is, why did Akorfa wanted to have conversation with Perry in the washroom? Why the washroom?
I don't understand though.
If
Please, big mama, camera in the washroom. You let us see their heads.
Next season.
Please, let's see their heads. We don't want to see
No,
their...
but you know, I feel like even if there's no camera, there could be a microphone or something.
yeah, if you go there and you have conversation and you off your microphone, it should
There
be
should
could
be,
be
because
another-
the
like a
kitchen.
separate
primitive
I
microphone.
remember during
Like
my
a
season,
separate
during my
microphone.
season, there was a speaker in the kitchen. So even if you off your mic and you speak,
Oh,
No,
kitchen,
it's
yeah,
true.
it was
That's-
there. It was.
so
it
please,
was there.
we need
But
time
the-
in the
But it's just that they don't put it
washrooms.
in the washroom.
Even
It
if
would
they
have
do
been
ta-ta-ta,
rude, because everyone
you should
always
hear the
say that.
sounds.
Everyone always say that they put things. So now, do you think Akorfa is obsessed or is just a game gone wrong?
At this point, see, I said it before and I will say it again. Akorfa had a very good chance and a beautiful story with Perry, and she had allowed herself to be used by Adwa Black and Blanco. I said it and I'll say it again. For some of us, we can't say everything, but Akorfa spoiled her own game. And now that she's out, I know she would sit, analyze certain things, and come to a self-realization and actualization and realize that she played a very bad game and she played her own self. When you go to Big Mama's
Do you
house
think-
and they
do
tell you no
think
one
she's-
is your friend.
Do you think she's also she's too much invested into Perry and
I
Condon's
think
relationship?
she's in love with Perry.
Of course.
You understand? Because
It's possible.
yeah, her own is love. It's not. I don't think it's an obsession.
Akorfa's problem is that she didn't realize what she had until she lost it. And
Yeah.
even when she felt she had lost the guy, she still had a chance of winning the guy back.
Exactly, but she
But would
wanted
say
to.
things off camera and then come and say something else on
yeah.
camera.
She wasn't
And when you
playing
do that with
a
a
clean
man,
game.
he wouldn't. If the guy even had chances of even switching from the other girl and coming back to you, he would now start thinking to like 1 minute
You are
when
saying
you are
this,
with me, you are telling me, and then in front of others.
So I kind of agree with you on she listening to
Adwa
Adwa
Black
Black
and
and Blanco. That's the genesis of her own problem. That cast her game. She could have still listened to them and made a decision on her own.
Yeah.
But it was more like what they will say is what I will follow.
What she follows.
And that's a problem, because clearly if Akorfa was with Perry, I think that would be the let's say
they would have had the best
continental
storyline.
shape, not the relationship.
Like they would have had the best storyline, honestly. Because the third week when the new girl was brought, to me, I felt like no, it's a phase for Perry to make Akorfa jealous and realize what she has, and then come to her senses and know that no, she needs to listen to her man and her feelings, not what Adwa or Blanco has to say about Perry. But she kept listening to them and they kept manipulating her No, even if you love him, no, be tough. No, don't do this.
Wow.
He wants don't do that.
So
okay?
so
it was her own mistake and her own fault. Even if you are blaming Adwa, Black and then Blanco, even if they tell you what to do, it was up to her to make her own decisions.
Yeah.
So that, with that being said, you think she's
in love. She's not obsessed. This is not obsession.
Okay.
She in the beginning she felt like she wasn't in love with the guy until she realized she was losing him.
Yeah.
And even when she was losing him, she still had a chance of winning Perry back, honestly. But she still kept on listening to those two people.
Okay. Now that
and she eventually lost him to someone else.
Now bringing us to the fight between Condon and Akorfa. That Friday night after the pool party. Who do you think is wrong?
This one.
So I feel like Akorfa should be the last person to take offense when they are calling him her names, because Akorfa has had a lot to say about people. He called Irama Gawa. He called Kiki.
What's the meaning of Gawa?
Corpse.
Oh.
He called Kiki Rashida stroke Fupa. Fupa like
Fupa, I know Fupa.
He used the P word.
And
like
called
on
Perry
7.
A low-minded man.
Called Perry low-minded man.
A child.
Called I forgot the name he called.
Now bring us to
so like I'm saying that she should be the last person. If they are calling her names, she should react. The problem was that Condon used the B word on her, so that's where she draw the line. So I'm saying that, like, no, Akorfa, you had a lot to say about people. So if they are calling you this name, like, you should take it cool. You understand? Because clearly you can see that Akorfa and 7 has some conspiracy theory going on between them.
Off camera.
Akorfa wanted Perry. 7 wanted Condon. So who is like win-win situation? Condon, Perry, 7 should enter into the ship, take Condon, then I also take Perry.
Perry will be alone.
Yeah, that's what it is. Understand? So she was acting like, oh, I don't know what is going on, but I'm hearing, and she'll say whatsoever. I'm hearing this whatsoever. So I wanted to know. But clearly, when they were having the conversation, I think the Friday night or the Saturday, they said you were not interested. You were even singing, he cast. Like you were making all sideways comments and all that. So why all of a sudden you want to know? You have called the girl that this and this affair. So like for what? For what reason?
How is that even your business?
Problem.
So Condon did mention that
and
she called her into the washroom.
The fight is not even about Condon using the B word on her.
No, but that's what she is saying.
She said that's what she's telling us, but that's you and I both know that is not the reason for the fight.
So the fight is for Perry to leave Condon. You understand? So she want to get to know what is happening, because 7 every day reports what is going on between to her. So she knows what is happening, but she just want to get the other side of the story
from Condon herself.
Too is also saying that when Akorfa called him to the washroom, he didn't want to go because he didn't care whatever was going on. He didn't want to involve himself in whatever is going on because.
And she also made this statement. She said if she had something to hide, she would have off the microphone, and that her microphone was on. So if your microphone is on, my own problem is if housemates feel they don't have anything to hide, why do you go to the washrooms to have conversations where you could have had those conversations on camera? Why do you have to go to washrooms? Why do you have to keep whispering? And this fight was not even about Condon using the B word on her. The fight was then on the fact that she wanted to, split Condon and then Perry. So because it didn't happen, she was mad and pissed about it, and she was so bitter about it to the point that whatever Condon said at that particular moment, she was going to stand on that to cause a fight between she and Condon herself.
Anyways,
and I felt like that was just her own strategy to get Condon to try her face to get her disqualified on it. And I was so glad that Condon didn't react or fight back, honestly.
But Condon does not like Perry anyway, so.
What do you mean she doesn't like Perry?
But the girl clearly stated you're not a T like that, so what are you saying?
So if that's what you are saying, Akorfa too said that Perry is a child and she doesn't have the time, so don't say.
Fair enough.
She agreed
It
on.
could be that she
didn't like Perry from the beginning. And if she had said she liked Perry from the beginning, it would have mean Condon is a liar. Because you can't just come and meet a guy on show and then fall in love with the guy all of a sudden.
Condon is
it took time, and now she says she's in love with this guy.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I believe everything that Seven said regarding the conversation they had between himself and Condon in the washroom. Clearly, Condon told Seven that I don't like Perry, and it's just for the game. And you were there when she said that to him? No, Seven doesn't have anything to lose. He doesn't have anything to lose. Okay. Condon has top 3 to enter, to lose. Imagine you dating someone and a guy that likes you. Imagine you are dating me and a guy that likes you comes to you and tells you, say, me, I don't like you. Does it make sense to you? He should tell you the guy wants you. So whatever he has to say to separate you and the guy, he is going to say it. No, see, Condon never denied that statement that she made to Seven, that she does not like Perry. When she did, she actually said that on stage. On stage she did, but when they're having the conversation in the house, in the lounge, she never did. She was beating around the bush and insulting, calling Seven all sorts of names. How was she? She wasn't beating around the bush. No, she asked Seven. No, she asked Seven that before you and I had a conversation, what did you? It's like me telling you are stupid. But maybe you said something to me before I had to tell you that you are stupid. What did you say to me? You don't want to say what you said to me. No, Seven clearly admitted that everything Condon is saying that he said was true. So Seven had only one question. Did you say to me that did you like Perry or not? And she started raining insults on Seven. How did she start? No, she started raining insults. That was not what happened. That was not what happened. At the end, she did say that. That's not what happened. It was an afterthought. Condon don't like Perry, and she's just using Perry to play the game, and it's a fact. You understand? But it could be that she liked. No. She now liked. See, me. See, Pablo, what you are saying? No. No, it's true because see. If you say it's true, how is it true? Are you in a thought? Are you in a feeling to say that she doesn't like Perry? You're not a T like that. This same person, a issue come. Then we can also say the same thing about Akorfa. Akorfa also said that Perry is a boy. She will not date her. So why was she still fighting to get Perry back? Don't say that. When she entered the house, okay, if I enter the house and you and I have been paired together because you don't have an option, okay? From the beginning, if I don't like you, I don't like you. It has happened. I've been on that show before. When I was paired with someone, the first week, I didn't like the person. Overtaking on this show is allowed. How is overtaking on? Overtaking on the show is allowed. If you say that, no. That week when she came was when Perry gave the rose to her. Or you forgotten? It's the way she came that Perry gave the rose to her. Okay, she had no other option than to accept. So if that particular week, she had the chance to get to know the guy. So if you ask me, are you in love, and I told I don't like the guy, that doesn't mean say the following weeks that comes after that week, it still means that I don't like the guy, I'm faking with the guy. Then we can say all the housemates are faking. Fair enough, but I still insist on the point that Condon from the beginning she agreed. Okay, she didn't like the guy, but on Saturday's show she admitted that she has fallen in love with the guy. That one is an afterthought. She just realizing that she has a precious diamond in her hand. If she do anything silly, she's going to lose the top 3 spots. And I said clearly, Perry said that I want to be in the top 3. That's why I like the guy. He has never faked that. He's the only housemate who declared his strategy. That my strategy is to be a calm person. You understand? So he has never faked. So Condon. He's already a calm person though. Yeah. Condon is realizing that if I do any silly gestures or something, I'm going to lose the top 3. What do you mean that if she does any silly gestures? But so why do you think that she denying that she never told Seven that she does not like Perry? Are we all watching the same show? No, she didn't deny. She's not saying she denied. She didn't deny. Listen, at the end, she didn't deny. I don't know how you guys are analyzing this thing. She admitted, okay, from the beginning she didn't like. She said it herself. The guy is not tea like that.
Hey, we've all
But
been
that was at
there.
the
You
beginning.
meet a
Now
guy,
it's
it's not
different.
tea like that. But you fall in love with a guy and
Look at how
you'll be
she's
tea. He's
she's
tea.
around the guy now.
He's tea.
Even right now, they know
now
that are there.
Oh,
She's jealous.
it's just
It's
camouflage. It's just camouflage.
Hey, now one for you.
It's just camouflage. See, now maybe she has realized that when I pay the hot cake, you get it. So see,
Wow.
see Bambi,
Ah.
see that fine, beautiful dancer, and see Paulina. They all had Perry in their top two. So she has to do something. She has to.
So are you
put
trying
something
to
together.
tell me that before Bambi and then Paulina came, Condon was not showing signs of being in love with Perry?
Well,
No.
tell me,
Be
give me-
honest
give
with
me-
yourself.
Give me one instance.
One instance where,
Hey,
where she was
what?
touching the boys ass like
Exactly.
that.
Oh, that
And
one
even
is
when
normal.
Big
We
Mama
all do.
said they
Once
should
you
stay away
come
from
out,
their
you
bed.
will not touch someone.
Even-
You
Where's
like
Big Mama?
sitting there like this and
Blanco
I'm
was
When
doing
Big
that.
Mama
touch your
said
ass. No.
they should stay away from their pets, he said, let's break Big Mama's rules.
He said,
Let's break Big Mama's
It was
rules.
cute.
It was all camouflage. She was.
The week was
She's
really
just
nice.
realizing that.
Then all housemates are camouflage.
Okay.
Camo,
fair
camo.
enough.
Eh,
so
because
nice.
some of them even fell in love the first week they came in Big Mama's house. Would you say they are all
Love at
faking
first
it?
sight.
Hey, no.
Abala.
All right, guys. Now back to Larissa. On Saturday, at the reunion,
Me, my
You think-
best
you
love
think-
story on Big Mama's show is Larissa and Van Dyke. Honestly. Because Van Dyke had to lose something to realize that this one, he has to hold on tight.
but guys, did you expect Larissa to turn on Akorfa?
Oh, so Arisa on the street.
Big Mama will say Akorfa.
They call her anaconda, evil anaconda. You know, Oheneba describe her as like she's a snake.
Larissa.
Yeah. And
What do you mean by she's evil?
No, you
Explain.
didn't say evil. You said snake.
no, evil anaconda. Blanco called her evil on Saturday. Yeah, and already Oheneba described her to be a snake. So evil anaconda. Anaconda is a type of snake. Do you get it? Yeah, so that's a
Evil
name.
anaconda.
Even their ship name now is snake ship.
You will not tolerate any Larissa slander.
No,
Go on.
I'm not even coming to. I'm coming to be blunt here. We are friends, right? And friends quarrel. Friends we quarrel. We made up. Do you get it? I feel like Larissa could have toned down a little bit on how she just threw Akorfa to the wolves. I understand. I understand that she got pissed. She was in her feelings when Blanco came in and called her and Van Dyke to be evil. Like it's kind of.
But you know,
If
when the
someone
whole
should
thing,
call someone
you know when the
evil,
whole
you
thing
Blanco,
started,
you are calling someone evil.
when
Like
the whole thing started,
people
she
serious?
wasn't willing to say
speak,
anything
yeah.
about that
Thank
issue.
you.
And as a good friend, I think she did so well by keeping quiet until she realized that
So
the partner
why
of
didn't she
her
keep
friend-
quiet for the issue?
Until
Why
she realized that
didn't
the
Akorfa
Grace,
speak
relax.
on the no? If you say I should relax,
Relax.
no. You are saying until.
now,
See, imagine me, you are my friend. I have lied on your behalf for someone to be jailed. I
No,
have.
but this is a different scenario you are bringing up.
Please, everything that happened on Saturday was stemmed on something that had happened
Before.
on previous consecutive days. Let's be honest with each other.
I agree with you on that.
Okay? You, Akorfa, Larissa is your friend, okay? She tells you stuff, you tell her stuff. Your
They
dirty
even change clothes and all that.
Your dirty linen, she knows. You too, you know her dirty linens, okay? Something has happened on Saturday, okay? She, for the fact that when AJ asked her, she lied. See, when AJ asked her about the issue, she lied to protect your image. And then your man.
No, Larissa didn't lie. Larissa.
No, Larissa was quiet and she was hesitant.
And yes, she was quiet.
See, she was
so
quiet and
basically
she
she
was
didn't actually say anything about the issue.
Until Blanco started speaking,
So,
calling Larissa, and he even said it in front of everyone. I have warned you against, like,
So do you think when Blanco said that, do you think that Akorfa should have said, please don't call my friend evil?
what
To
it,
keep
what
her from
it
not
means
talking.
is that Blanco said, I have told you, sir, which means, say, even during the times that she would tell you a secret and you would tell her hers, your man has already warned you to not speak to her or tell her your secret. And you expect that now that a video has been played, she should still keep lying. That for see, it could even be that issues that has happened in Big Mama's house in the past that Larissa has stood in for Akorfa. Probability of her even trying to, you know, cover up the truth to save Akorfa were very high. But when your man was calling her a snake and saying all those unpleasant things about her, you were quiet. She had no other choice. So that was when she said, okay, if we are all going to say the truth, then now
let me say everything.
I agree with you. But
because before she
man, see, Larissa's man even also lied for Akorfa.
Yeah.
Okay,
so before she talked, she did mention that since you are calling me, since you are saying I'm evil, let me just say everything.
Yeah. Then let me say the truth.
But so it doesn't matter. Like, see, there is life after this show. You understand? So you have to think beyond this show as well.
See, there is life after the show.
Is thinking after the show.
See, there is life after the show. But sometimes, if our friends they stand in for us, okay, we should also learn to do same for them.
So right now you are saying that Larissa should have kept quiet, right? What if if you were in her position, would you have done that?
Oh yeah, I'll keep quiet. There's no need for me to talk. I'm evil. Yes, I'm evil. I'm an
so what if it has to do with someone going to jail?
It's a different scenario.
No, it's a different scenario because that is what people expect from Larissa.
Right? See, in this scenario, there is even evidence that the protagonist of this whole situation decided to destroy the evidence. What are you saying?
What? Are you trying? No. Perry is not a. Don't say that. No.
Perry is part of this whole issue. He decided to destroy the evidence. What are you saying?
So what if Perry didn't destroy the evidence and he gave it to producers?
But you know something?
He said he destroyed it, so be it.
Now, right now, because Larissa was able to talk, because Blanco called her evil, we were able to know that there was another kissing scene.
Akorfa told her that Perry kissed her, or Perry tried to
kiss her again.
I can believe that because Perry have kissed her 3 times and he even said he came to lie to us that he kissed her one.
No,
so there's possibility
at least he said that he did kiss her, but he didn't say that he didn't kiss her.
But there is a possibility that they kissed.
No, don't say it like that. If you say it like that, no, it takes two to tango. But did you know that
Akorfa said that she didn't say anything to Larissa?
If Perry falls himself, wouldn't she have shouted, please? Let's learn to call a spade sometimes.
So the kiss.
No, even if the kiss happened, the manner in which the kiss happened is also an evidence. Don't say it as you say. It takes two to tango.
Guys, so now your thoughts on
Kiki.
Kiki calling Akorfa a manipulative witch.
Your thoughts on Kiki calling Akorfa a manipulative witch. Do you think Akorfa is a manipulative witch?
I think she's a manipulator, gaslighter, and all that. But I don't think she's a witch.
Witch is kind of like hardcore.
Yeah, I think it's far-fetched. But I think she's a gaslighter and a manipulator. But I don't think she's a witch. Because, see,
what makes you think she's a gaslighter, manipulator?
But even this letter thing, you can clearly see, for her to even decided to have conversation with Perry in the washroom, is the form of manipulation. Because why do you want to have a conversation with him outside where the camera won't even capture? So clearly it shows that it's going to manipulate Perry, and Perry to have a soft spot for Akorfa. We all know, we are watching the show, you know the situation between them. So yeah, so I feel like she's just a manipulator and a gaslighter, but I don't think she's a witch. No, a witch is far-fetched for me.
Grace?
Me? I've said my own weeks ago already. I'm not.
So you said she's a narcissist herself.
So you're confirmed
this.
Let's bring it to Akorfa and Blanco's addiction. Were you sad?
Me, when it comes to Akorfa, not Blanco, okay, because he's part of Akorfa's problems, okay. When it comes to Akorfa herself as a person, I was sad for her being like getting out of the competition because she had a good chance with Peter Parker and she allowed people like Blanco
This one, yeah,
and
you've hit
Adesa
on it.
Black. I think even before this issue happened, right? I always kept saying it. She had a good chance with Perry. It should tell all of us that when we are in relationships with people, we should listen to our partners. Because sometimes the man or the woman you are with, the people trying to change your mind on the person, they even like the person and they want the person.
When we come to Big Mama's house, we know how Blanco is. We know how Blanco is.
Of course.
Do you think as time went on, there was this new person that's also acting like Blanco? Like female version of Blanco?
Who is that?
In some way. You know, Blanco was always in people's issues.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. A few days that she spent in the house, she was in
everyone's
business. Yeah, it's true. But on the Akorfa and Perry Blanco eviction, I feel like Akorfa fans did well, I understand, because she's the one carrying the pen. But she also has to see that she has herself to be blamed, because she could have, like Grace said, she would have still be with Perry, but she had the chance to be with Perry and she slacked, you understand? So she just finds solace in it. It was sad anyways, because she was the one giving us more content and all that, but it's what it is. The rule of the game is voting, so they didn't vote enough for her to keep her in the show. But Lily Brown is behaving. She has left, but she just behaved like Blanco. She was everywhere, all over the place. And at a point, she was dreaming about Oheneba, like from where to where. Like,
I remember I was watching. You know when the time that Perry was talking to some few housemates about the letter and all that, and she was part of the people that were. And then I just went into the comment section and someone go, yes, someone was like, yes, Lily Brown shouldn't be there. She will go and tell everyone that this and that about the letter, because they didn't want to let anyone know about the letter. And then I just, like the next day, I was scrolling and then I saw a video of her downstairs talking to Larissa about the same letter thingy. I'm like, whoa, girl.
I think she has an alcohol mouth. I know that. Like, yeah, and there's some people like that. They're not gossipers, so just that they don't keep things in their head. They easily forget things. Yeah, so when she hears stuff, she just wants to say it so that she can be free. Like until a sample fan and no one understands. Yeah. So that's who she is. She's just everywhere. She wants to be in everyone's shoes and all that. Yeah.
I don't think it's a good thing though.
Yeah, it's a something maybe she has to work. Maybe that's a weakness.
Oh my God.
She should just stop poking her nose
when the
into
new
people's
housemates, the big, those girls, out there looking. My girl, Bambi and Pauline are giving us the Oh, but the girls are fine. Big Mama, I always go to the market to look for fine girls, fine guys, and bring them to their house, and then they give us. What do you think about Paulina and Bambi?
Okay, so I'm the residence HQ of Paulina and Perry Dilu ship. I'm the HQ, so we are called Paulina ship. That's the ship that will win the show. So I want Perry to move on from Condon. And
you must be dreaming.
And go for Paulina.
You must be dreaming. How many times do you expect Perry to?
And what's
you don't like Condon and you don't like her.
No, she lied. She does not like my boy.
No, if you say she doesn't like, what do you want? Should she cut her chest for you to see?
When did Perry become your boy?
Since when did Perry become your boy? Since when did Perry become your boy?
I defended Perry. I talked for Perry.
On
Perry and Akorfa issues. Maybe not on this podcast, but on Spaces on Twitter. Understand? So I've earned the right.
You've not earned any rights. Hey, you've not. He broke the.
I've earned the right. I've earned the right to speak for Perry. And Condon won't take Perry to the top 3, but Paulina will take Perry to the top 3. You understand? So Paulina to the heavens and above the world.
I won't take you serious
So,
because it's just an agenda you came here to.
I'm like I said, I'm the resident HQ of that ship. So, and behind, mind you, Paulina was a Aden speaker on my space last year. Yeah. She was Aden speaker. She was supporting Rosie. Yeah, so I know.
So because of that,
no,
you think
I'm not saying because of that, but
no, you just gave reasons why. Then in your wildest dreams,
what about Bambi, you know?
If Perry is your brother, will you be happy about him jumping from one ship to the other? Even the shippers shipping Perry, they are tired. Aren't they?
testing waters. There's no harm in testing waters.
Is that how you test waters?
It's normal now.
It's not normal. Leave Perry alone.
Bambi, Charlie, that girl she should have started the show. Like that girl. I'm trying to see if I can be the financial manager of Onyin Bambi ship. Yeah.
Go ahead. Charlie, he wants trouble. He can want to see if he can. He's just. Did you see when they introduced the girls and then when Big Mama told them to mention the guys that they want to get to know more, and then one of the girls mentioned Ja and Perry. And then did you see how Kiki was on Ja like this? And then she was just laughing.
So
I was like,
I won't mention Ja and Perry.
You know right now, you know the hottest cake in Big Mama's house. Man Perry. Peter Parker.
Perry is there, but you can see that
Ja.
You can see Ja too likes Bambi. The way.
Hey, Bonnet.
Oh no.
And that's a wrap, guys. Thank you for tuning in and spilling the tea with us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, and share with your family and friends. Until next time, keep staying saucy and be tea. Because I'm tea, he's tea, she's tea, and we are all tea.
Tea for Tessie. Peace out.
Bye.